Welcome back to Careful Boys. Today we're talking about, is it cool to be friends with your ex's brother or sister?
Whoa, dude, that's so specific.
Right?
Do you have some example or something?
Yeah. Well,
Kind of so.
Are any of you guys friends with your ex's brothers and sisters?
I'm not, but I do know like the stuff that I thought was very black and white, I would never. I feel like the older you get, the more gray area and complicated things are. Yeah. So for example, Gio's oldest sister, who's like, I don't know, 50, 55 or something, her and her dude were married. And, you know, when you're married, this is part of the family. Then that dude and Gio's brother became really close friends. So even though, and then they're all family, right? And for like 15 years, then the sister and the dude gets a divorce. Those two dudes are still buddies. They still watch games together or whatever. And then my ignorant, like dumbass at 25, trying to like hold this fucking high moral standard. I remember visiting there and then witnessing the dynamic. I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck that. I would never do that, you know? But then as I get older, I'm like, no, it kind of makes sense. I was retarded. Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize how much freedom and choice you have when you live in a big city. Because like once I moved to like Hawaii, and then it's actually a small town. Like, and everyone knows each other, right? And I was like, damn. And Hannah's like, yeah, this is kind of like how I grew up. And she goes, like, when you don't have many choices for like who you date and you know everybody, she's like, there's no escape from that.
Oh,
like, you're a big city guy, and like you have access to like, you can, you know, reinvent yourself. You can meet new people. She goes like, it doesn't work like that when you're from a small town. Everyone just knows each other by default.
You always see your ex at the pub.
Yeah, and then everyone dates each other. So she's all like, yeah, like when you go and then if you stay within the community, you're going to go to the same churches, you're going to go to the same places. She goes, there's no option. You know the same people.
That makes sense.
So when there's functions and events, you can't just opt out of it. Like, but in a big city, she goes, you can find a whole new friend group. You could do whatever. And I was like, damn, I didn't even think of that because we can. Like, you could be a con artist all your life in LA and you could still be conning because people don't know who the fuck you are. But that's true.
Like, I feel like if me and Gio got a divorce, but because of how close me and her mom are now, every Mother's Day, I would probably still send her flowers. You know, just because I think as you get older, it's just you build a different rapport and investment with people. And it's like, it's not as black and white as before. And if I were to date, like, let's say someone younger, it would be harder to explain, like, why are you still sending Jill's mom's flowers? You want to fuck Jill still or whatever? You know, it's like, I think when you get older, it's just like, no, because she's my kid's grandma. You know, it's just, there's like so many more, like the web is way different.
Would you still like call Gio's mom and check in and stuff?
I probably would.
But even when you're with this young hottie who doesn't understand?
I think I probably wouldn't. I mean, unlike Anthony, I probably wouldn't get with a young hottie.
Yeah.
probably like an old granny.
Not an old granny, but I think to have a real relationship work out, they'd probably have to be 30 plus. For sure.
To connect.
Just to connect, because I need them to be preloaded with certain software, and they can't be
Even just references and stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
If you're too distant, you like, what are you talking about? You're like, oh, well, we used to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they're like, oh, like, what the hell is that? Like, shit like that. Like, I can't deal.
Or I can't have a serious conversation and I'm messing around and she's like, oh, that's Cap.
Yeah.
I need you to speak my lingo, bro. We could fuck around and say dumb shit like that, but like, yeah.
But don't you think it's different when it's like, when you marry, right, and then you have a kid together and you're family now, and I think that just changes the
that's
game
hardcore,
completely.
yeah.
Then like you're just dating, and like in your 20s, you're just dating. You've never been in a relationship over a couple years. It's easy to like walk away from that shit.
That is true.
So I feel like you don't really establish a relationship that long where it's worth it to stay friends with the ex's family members.
Yeah, I had an ex whose brother was dope. He was a dope dude. And he used to sell like dog toys on the internet. So he was like a really smart guy. Like he really did well for himself. And he was we would always kick it and we'd watch sports and stuff together. But then like when me and my ex split, it just became awkward to like hang or even to reach out. I just felt like, it almost felt like I was almost like, it felt like I was maybe going to be perceived as using him to get back with her or something like that. And
It can be. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Made me uncomfortable to even think that could be perceived that way. But it just sucks because like you don't want to split because you dig the guy, and you don't really explain. Like it's kind of an inherent thing where it's like we kind of know that we're not going to be close for a while.
Yeah. And it's just weird because I think when you're younger too, you're trying to avoid conversations because when you're older, you don't give a fuck. But then if you're 25 and like, oh, how did you and this guy meet? Oh, it was my ex's brother. Then people are like, oh, weird.
It is, right?
Yeah. But when you're like 40, then you're just like, oh, it was my ex's brother. And I don't give a fuck what you think. He's dumb.
Yeah. But like if you're talking to like a teenager, I would tell that dude just detach completely. Cause that's just stupid to just keep that like, you know, like that's kind of, you also have to learn that that's the breaks. Like, oh, if you decide to break up with someone, it comes with more than just that person not being in your life.
Yeah.
Like everything you establish together, you kind of do have to let go of it. But then like we were saying, once you're older, you kind of already have the track record to show that like you're mature enough to kind of compartmentalize people differently. And that you're not just thinking of your ex when you hang out with her. You know what I mean? Like,
and like, cause then it inevitably comes up. So how's she doing? Like that kind of stuff.
You don't want to be like, you don't want to have that be the nucleus either of why you hang in, you know?
Yeah.
But then also you should consider how that person might feel too. Maybe, you know, maybe it's weird for them to hang out with you too.
Exactly.
But then like I was telling you about my, one of my closest friends I've known since I was a kid. He's got that situation exactly going on right now, where he's dating this new girl and he's very serious about her. And this guy's same age as me, but he currently still, his ex-wife's sibling still lives in his house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was taking care
of them. Because at the time when they were together, he allowed the sibling and her kid to move in, and like that helped them out immensely. Yeah. But because of the divorce, it's like he felt like it wasn't fair to have to kick her out too, because that fucks her situation up so abruptly. So he's like, let me give her time to like get on her feet and like, you know. So he's not talking to his ex-wife at all, but his ex-wife's sister's still there with her kid.
Damn. When you're family and then you unfamily.
Yeah, it's tough. But then, you know, and then his new girl was like, she was a little bit she had a little problem with it at first. But his explanation was pretty on point. He was just like, if that's the only baggage I have and we're trying to date in our 40s, like that's not that bad. Compared with like, you know, he doesn't have kids. He doesn't have like crazy exes slashing your tires. It's nothing. They're just adults, you know?
It's crazy. My dad and his oldest brother had so much beef that even though they are family, they still unfamilied each other. So when there's big gatherings, they would both ask, is he going to be there? And then the other one just wouldn't even show up. And that's crazy that it's not even the ex's brother or whatever, bro. They're just brothers. They're blood brothers.
Did he ask that at the funeral of your dad?
No, because he was older, so he passed first. That guy passed first.
That'd be hella funny though.
That's
Is
true
he gonna be there?
because sometimes you like the in-laws and people that are not really blood family, and in some blood, you're just like, fuck this motherfucker, I don't ever want to see this person.
Yeah.
So that's probably why you get older, you're just like, oh, you know what, like I chose this person to be around, like I don't want to be around this motherfucker. Yeah, because there's like everyone right now, there's like a lot of people talking about what do you call it, it's like estranging their parents. Like,
oh yeah, like what do you call it? Going no contact. Yeah,
going no contact. Yeah.
That's kind of what I want to do, but I feel so guilty. I can't.
You looked like you wanted to do that. You were like, what's this? You got all excited.
They're probably in way.
I want to, but I just feel so guilty.
It's a lot of millennials, and it's crazy because like I thought it was like an Asian thing or like a but there's just hella people just talking about going no contact from their parents, their boomer parents. It's the same thing. Like whatever. Their whole generation, they gaslight. They pretend that things didn't happen. They're super selfish. It's just a weird generation.
How long do you think you could actually go without talking to your mom?
Legit?
Yeah, without being guilty boy and like picking up the phone.
Guilty boy. Guilty boy comes in fast.
Okay.
But I think I could do probably a year.
Wow.
Well, because when COVID happened and she was stuck there, I was like, yay. And then I think and I would still text her, are you okay? Like, I obviously want to know she's okay. Yeah. But then around the 2-year mark, I was like, oh man, I think I kind of miss her a little bit. Then she came back and I was like, fuck, I wish COVID was like 3 years. You're
like, yeah, there's a new strain. We should probably not.
Yeah. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, but presence makes it want to run away.
That definitely is the dynamic, though. It's just normal. I feel like with most first gen Asians is that every time your parents are not around you, you're just like, I'm a bad son. I suck. I need to spend more time. I need to do something. You get face to face, you're like, fuck this shit. It's just so normal. I'm like, man, I want to hear my mom's voice. She calls you. I'm like, what? Yeah. You know, it just fucking. I'm sure that most kids are like that with their parents, no matter what the race. But I think you just accept it after a while. You're like, that's just how we roll, mom.
My mom just like all of a sudden out of nowhere just texts, "Are you mad at me?" ?
What?
That's when I know it's been too long and I fucked up and I have to call her.
You got to call her every day?
No. I call her like every 3 weeks or so.
Do all your siblings have to rotate like the attention of like?
No, my siblings are way better at calling my mom than I am. Yeah, way better at it.
So you're the least.
I probably call the least. Yeah, probably. But yeah, if I'll know every time I get, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, okay, it's time. I'll call her today, like, or else, you know, she just starts stewing in her brain about it. Yeah. And I think it's just,
there's no reason to be mad at all. Like,
no, nothing. I'm like, Mom, I can't even think of the last time I was mad at you in the last like decade and a half, but she'll just make up something in her head because I think it's because my other siblings call so much more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we should all start texting Steve, "Are you mad at me?" every few days.
I talk to you guys way more than my mom, dude.
Yeah, I don't talk to my mom at all, I think.
At all?
I try not to.
I try not to.
It just triggers so much, and then like I want to be a good boy, and I just don't want to. Yeah, it's just.
Does she still send you links to stuff and like YouTube videos?
You know AI videos?
You know what it is? It's the stuff that when we talk, because it's so little on the phone, it's so fucking abrasive that I have to immediately set boundaries. Yeah. So we don't have a conversation because we have to create the rules of the conversation, where I'd rather just, hey mom, like, what are you going to do next month? Come stay with me for a week or two. Then things can be resolved fast, you know, and then we can like talk, because none of it's bad intentions, but it's just I'm not used to the way that she talks. So she already just comes off in a way that I'm not going to receive this well at all.
Have you ever tried to just allow yourself to be abrased, basically?
It's too hard.
That kind of helped my relationship with my parents. Is like I just let it happen, and if I have to sit there at fucking Shabu and listen to them like bitch to me about stuff that I can't even change it, I'm just like, I just laugh and I just take it. I'm like, this fucking sucks, but all right, you know, like
I have to be ready to like deal with all of her shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I have to be ready also to receive a lot of pictures of fucking koi fish because my mom raises hella koi fish, like, and it's spawning season. She'll tell me about that. She'll send me a picture of this one. Isn't he cute? And like, I gotta just be ready to pretend to care about all that shit, you know?
That's true. It is like taxing to have to enter that headspace in order to like deal with it. Yeah. But you know,
much satisfaction from roasting her. That I can't just.
It's like payback, bitch.
Yeah.
No, me too. Because my mom's like, "We're not white trash, Steven. We are not white trash." Because she'll see clips. Because you'll post these fucking clips, and then she's like, "We're not white trash, Steven. White trash people, they don't even have teeth." Like shit like that, you know.
Show her the satellite image.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, we had a fucking double wide parked in front of the front. She's like, well, that's Clan's double wide. He told him to move it, but he wouldn't, and all this shit. It's like, it's still there. It's still there.
My mom was staying with us for like a week, and then we were all cooking in the kitchen for dinner, and I pulled out like a spatula. Like, remember this? He's like, what do you mean? You used to hit me with this. Oh, pow, 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 pow. And I was running all over the kitchen. I was like, oh, save me. And then my mom's like, and he feels so good. Just like, I was like, you did that.
It's crazy. Her little chanty chimey things never calmed her down enough.
Yeah, right. That shit don't work.
Didn't work at all.